I said, I always love the special bang boys, but like we don't. I don't know what they are.
Claire, why's that dog bullying that other dog?
I don't know.
Pretty sure that's a
It's
crime,
me
Claire.
though.
Why? Are you the one bouncing, or are you the one lying down?
I'm the one getting bounced. Also, what was my thing? The new thing called again? That I have.
I don't know. What did you get?
Whip.
Also, I just learned that you can put your character sheet in a pop-out window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always do that.
Isn't that cool? Well, poor Claire.
But I don't think it works in using the abilities.
It does.
I'm clicking baton and it nothing.
It's weird because I'm always having it as a pop out. I never have it in page.
I don't think I ever got the stats on the Whippy.
This is just lovely.
Oh, Fleet popped up.
Fleet. Jesus, Claire.
What'd I do?
It's like you glitched pretty loudly there.
Oh, that's why. Because in the main page, it asked if I wanted to full attacker. That's why nothing happened. Anyway.
Oh no. You want to come? Oh no. Your
Oh,
speed.
no.
Apparently, the sword that I got last time didn't save. I got a sword that does like 2d8 damage or something like that.
Oh my. Possible.
Like, not that I'll actually connect with anything, but
You could. Hit it harder.
Yeah.
and hit it harder if you can't hit it.
Well, Safi explained that was a miscalculation.
That was an abnormally strong enemy.
Yeah.
Beyond what was by rules even possible for such a character.
So that won't be
They were just
happening.
immaculate.
No, they were just a really weird outlier. They are beyond what the recommended levels are for the monster manual in the back is like, if these are recommended stats, they're beyond that. They're beyond what they're capable of with the armor and stats that they have.
Well, I was having to roll like a 19 just to hit it.
Like even
Yeah,
if we,
again, they were
Yeah.
abnormal.
even if we take their full dex bonus and their full armor bonus, they'd still only have 21 KAC. And they have 22.
It was
So this sheet is hecka busted.
for a first battle. It was very disheartening, is all.
I know.
Just don't keep harping on it because it will get better.
That's the first time I said anything about it.
And I was just saying.
Just gonna put. Oh. So, last time we left off, you beat up some dudes and made some friends. And those friends gave you some things. You got to look inside a small,
Yes.
round building filled to the brim with stolen goods. You're still a short distance away from, well, what you presume is a road leading to potentially civilization. Do you have any further questions for these fine men?
Nope, I'm taking the coil rifle.
Sharon's gonna just hold back on the purchasing and just, smile and nod.
Yeah.
I'm taking that whippy thing. Whatever it was. The disarming whipping thing.
Yeah.
Like, it was a semi-sentient belt of some kind.
Now, it's semi-sentient in the sense that it basically compensates for your inability to actually use advanced melee weapons. It's good for holding things, including someone else's weapon. There's
Yeah,
a
I like
combat
that.
class in there's a combat discipline thing in Pathfinder that actually cutely mentions that everyone else is just holding your weapons for safekeeping. The class is a trick where you do an aerial launcher with it, and it's hilarious. Now
Then
then,
there's the ultimate version of that, the Gilgamesh.
are you ready to
No one's
move
holding my
on?
weapons.
Charon's in. Is ready. I don't know if, y'all are still fine.
I'm ready. I got my stuff.
All right.
I still don't have the stats for the weapon that I got.
For your fancy new big sword.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just pull this one up. It is level 7. 2d8 slashing analog. It's basically the same as your old longsword. It just does a little more damage and costs a little bit more money as a higher level, which affects its durability if you decide to start hitting rocks with it.
Uh,
So how
do
do I
they
upgrade
have
my
any?
sword so that it does
Sorry.
damage?
Do you have any what?
Do they have any?
I heard less of that one.
Yeah.
Have any riot grenades?
Right, grenades.
Well, we already got you that nice soul whip. But money's money. So
Bunch, and I have like.
Riot Grenade Claire. Although Captain Riot Grenade doesn't sound as exciting.
Right there.
But yeah, no.
What no?
I believe we make it to the city. Make our
That
way.
was the goal.
Yep.
So, I'm picking my new rifle, which thankfully I like my hunting rifle. I didn't have any attachment to the old one.
Radical.
Sort of like flicks around. She is a.
She's what? Baby McClare.
I'm assuming
That's what
the
she's amused
internet
by.
or-
Yeah.
Alright. Well then. You move right along the road you've already been following until you hit the road outside of this large mountainous area. Well, oddly mountainous areas. There's spires and columns and things. You hit the road, which is the kind you'd expect from this kind of terrain. It's dry, it's cracked, it's just a slab of concrete that stretches in both directions. And, well, that's about all you get.
Yeah.
In one direction, far off in the distance, you see spiring towers of a city. In
And
the other direction, well, who knows
And
what's
we're-
over there.
we're going here to find someone who will help us find someone, right?
But what's your mission? Do you
Well,
really?
we're trying to find.
Hmm?
Well, this is a little out of character, but I believe that our mission was we were coming to find the guy.
Right.
Information,
I just need a little refresher.
and we
Okay.
should maybe lay low.
Maybe we shouldn't kill the first people we run into.
Maybe not. Maybe you should.
Or maybe since we're
Let's lay
investing.
low.
Maybe, maybe. Maybe McBaby.
That's my name.
I don't know, is it? Is it?
So let's get going in.
Well, where do you want to go? You want to go up the road to the city in the distance? See perhaps where this other route leads? You know, the city is up that direction. But, you know.
I mean, going the main road does present the idea that there might be people checking for guns.
You're well told that your firearms may attract some unwanted attention if you just start waving them around.
Since y'all, decide to deal with vagabonds, we shall go through the
Look,
side.
If this keeps you from being dead, don't be a hypocrite.
I'm not going to be upset if it keeps me alive. I'm going to be upset if it gets us arrested.
You're going to constantly complain about it, aren't you?
No.
The rubs.
As you wait by the side of the road, eventually a large convoy barrels on by, willfully ignoring you as you are not hitchhiking.
We could tag along with that. Maybe we'd look like we were, part of them.
Yeah, let's caravan.
Hey, Captain, flag them down. See if we can join up.
Oh, they've already driven past you by the time you've fully paid attention. They were on a shall we say, a hot trail, moving quickly.
We don't want to get we don't want to get into that. We want to lay low, blend in, and act like car.
Well, blending in is what I do all the time, so let's just go in then. If anyone else doesn't have any other ideas.
Along the way, you pass by a gas station.
They have these still? These are like antiques.
Well, I mean, it could be like a charging station.
No, I want it to be like the side of the road, like countryside gas station.
Just get a vest and overalls there to pump you.
Do you wish to stop at this establishment? Or be on your merry way? Time is money.
I mean, if we think we can buy like a map there, then maybe. But also blending in means not being touristy, so.
Well, I thought we were gonna look like tourists with super big rifles on our back, or swords. In one guy's case.
Rista points out, there's nothing wrong with having a little protection. Who knows how much wilderness in this area is dangerous?
You were specifically told that no guns, no firearms, no weapons. Is the local law.
That's a problem.
Well, drive on by the gas station, since you apparently have no need of it.
So maybe we do you think we should try to drive a little off-road, see if there's a alternate means that won't be checked?
I think that's not a terrible idea.
The only problem, of course, is that much of this is open wasteland. So if you start driving off the side of the road, it's not like people won't see you. You'd have to wait for, like, adverse weather conditions. I don't think sitting by the side of the road for several days is going to be very inconspicuous either.
Actually, what's the entryway to the city look like? Like, what kind of defenses or fortifications are there?
The city has no real, like, city walls or anything. This was clearly built after space travel had been invented, and walls don't do you much good, since it's all orbital warfare and all the weird, silly flying machine things.
That is true.
And mortars. Mortars make walls kind of useless. It's mostly just like a security checkpoint of some heavy vehicles out the front. There aren't many people getting checked, but the convoy you saw earlier is still getting sort of inspected. Or maybe they're delivering to these people. You don't know. What is your approach since you are driving straight at it? The rest of the city, by the way, has like roads that end into the wasteland shortly after they bypass the buildings. All the buildings here are large, glass steel structures. Very futuristic and fanciful, and look like they've been eroded by the wind and sand of the land. Although it's really just the structure so that they don't catch too much sand in cracks or something. Like, imagine taking a large skyscraper and then just encasing it in a layer of plastic.
Oh, all right.
So, Vest
Neat.
Man,
Yeah, what's up?
what do you think we should do? Not kill people, please.
You've just taken away all of my options.
You've successfully disarmed him.
All right. Is there anything in this this like if I could like maybe roll culture or something like that would tell us maybe a easy way to get into the city while also having guns that wouldn't get us shot? Like, is there is there a type of job where people would have guns or be allowed to have them, or is that just
That job is
go?
called the military. And you're not wearing their uniforms.
And most of us aren't Vesk.
Well, these aren't Vesk. The planet is occupied by the Aeon Guard, who are decidedly human.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're looking for a Vesk.
We probably couldn't.
So the best option seems to be
So,
to mostly keep our weapons outside.
Yeah. Should we hide them or just keep on the car?
Not sure where we could hide them.
Gosh, I only had those rocket lockers from Ruby. We need to get into the city. That's clear enough. But it would be if we were made, we wouldn't be armed.
Question. If do we know if their culture is like, oh, we didn't know about this law. I mean,
I doubt they're gonna let me keep a high-powered magnetic sniper rifle.
It's a good way to
Yeah,
get your weapons
so-
confiscated, yes. To be like, oh man, this gun that I have here.
Can we just say we'll leave it in the car?
No. Listen, Bella, if you, imagine if a cop catches you on the street with a gun that you don't have a license for, that's what's going to happen if you show them the gun and don't have a license for it.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, if we're out of towners,
They're probably still gonna take it.
Yeah.
fair point.
And probably arrest
Best
you.
case scenario, they'd give it back to you when you leave. That's the best case scenario.
Worst case scenario, you don't leave.
It sounded like the safest option is unfortunately to just go in with basic melee and maybe whatever we could hide if we want to take that risk.
Can I keep
Blend
my
into the
sword?
city.
It's not a firearm.
Probably have to ask them.
It is a deadly weapon. If they see it, they'll probably want it.
Can I hide it in my spacesuit? I'll just walk like I have a stiff leg or something.
I'll just hide my greatsword down my pants.
Well,
Yeah, I'll look forward to them cavity searching you with a rifle.
Excuse me.
So I think it might be
cavity
best
search?
if one of us stays with the weaponry outside and the others go in.
well, if I suppose I could do that, considering I'm not good for much other than fighting.
Oh well.
Honestly, I'm kind of with you with the sniping. It's like that's sort of my thing.
Also, Vesk.
As you guys have effectively been sitting a little while outside of town discussing your angle of approach, eventually one of the guards just starts walking over. You see him approaching, and he waves you over like, "Is your car broken or something?"
Hey, Captain!
I know there's not much traffic over here, but you should be
Rizza-
keeping it up.
I'm gonna like put a
Or is it just
over
kind
my
of- Yeah, Riz just sort of just goes, oh, wonderful, and you know, strodes on over to the guard.
Do you have any weapons on you?
Zap weapons.
No, I'm talking like to you from
Wow, we
GM to character to player. Like, how do you carry your ornaments?
Well,
Do you keep them in a backpack? Do you have a holster or a bandolier?
Charon keeps her baton like at her hip,
The baton they probably wouldn't take because that's not a deadly weapon.
and her semi-auto pistol on the other hip.
And normally, if I was going around, the rifle would be, back slung or something. But since we're in a vehicle, it's kind of on the floor.
I'm talking to the person who is approaching this guard, who is most likely to actually get seen with weapons and firearms.
The captain.
Yes, Captain Flashbang. Do you
Captain
approach him with your
Flashbang-
gun out?
Yeah, Captain Flashbang has her. Yeah, Captain Flashbang has her, gear, her like the grenades and the stuff in her bag on her back under her, Captain Flashbang cape. But her Astral Judicator, the sticky thing, and the sidearm, the flare gun toy is at her side.
Okay. The guard notices this, since you're not making any effort to hide it. And you presume that when he holds a finger up to his head, he's communicating that you are armed and dangerous.
Oh, I look like a clown. What the hell?
You look like a clown, which makes you additionally dangerous because you're insane.
Yeah, now you're just a natural predator to all things that have love in their hearts.
Drop the gun on the ground.
In the background, Avad and the pseudo dragon are both.
Yes, your idea should have been leaving your weapons in the car. When I tell you you should not bring weapons with you, don't bring them with you.
The guy is tired. He's worked like too many shifts at the gate. I know what to do.
On the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna roll. Kevin Flashbang just gets shot here.
Did I fucking stutter? On the ground.
God dang it! Okay, I dropped the gun thingy, and I'm gonna roll mascot to explain that I am an entertainer.
I mean, you can get away with it. It's just a flare gun.
If you're gonna bluff that thing is supposed to be a toy, then that's bluff, not mascot.
It is literally just a toy.
Well, okay. I mean, it is a toy. It's licensed a toy. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna do the entertainer bluff. The mascot, I guess.
Alrighty. Finally, I get to roll some dice. At least this has been the first dice roll the whole session. I'll just use the online ones.
Yeah, it
takes a minute to take this all out.
Yeah, I tossed the toy. It's like, it's just a flirt. I'm an entertainer. This is all. I know what you're thinking. Do not worry.
Okay, let's see what the dice have to say. Well, they rolled an 18, flat, without modifier, so no.
But maybe they have a -3 modifier. Cross his fingers.
They're a guard. They're specifically hired to make sure, people don't try anything fucking funny. Alright? Then take it out. Pick up the weapon, put it to your head.
Wait.
Pick up the weapon, put it to your head.
Okay, I'm going to
Alright, sure.
Open the door to the vehicle to
Please
get ready to. I'm not diving into nothing, but there's a gunshot go off.
Discharge the weapon.
I got an idea, and this.
What?
Alright.
If it's a toy, it shouldn't hurt you, should it?
I don't like where this is going.
What a dick. Anyway.
Oh no, the occupying force of evil space Nazis is being a dick. Who knew?
Yeah, alright. So, I got an idea. Let's
I'm-
see.
Kicking the code off of my new coil gun.
Are you openly wielding this firearm?
No, it's on the ground. I kicked the code off. Like I said, I have it on the floor.
Yeah, on the ground of the car. Yeah.
Yeah, I had it covered up, so in case someone quickly looked at it.
Claire,
Just in
perception
case
check.
you have
You're
to
the only
pick it.
person who can hear this guard saying something.
Alright. I got an idea.
Claire,
I
perception
can't shoot
check.
myself because that's gonna kill me.
Claire,
Oh, wait, perception. Oh, I didn't hear perception check. One second.
ooh,
Claire, he just ordered
Perception.
them to set the anti. Like, there are heavy armored cars. He's ordering one of the cars to take aim at your car and fire. He's sick of your shit.
Okay, so I can communicate with Vaughn that they're about to like shoot the car anyway. So I'm just gonna do. Okay. At their thingies.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna point it and then just shoot it into the sky and like make a distraction because they're about to like blow the.
You mean make a distraction at the guy who has a gun aimed at you and is more than ready to start shooting at you because you are armed
Yeah,
and
this is
dangerous
the
and
thing.
approached him armed and dangerous in a car full of people that he doesn't know that were waiting outside the city for at least 10 minutes.
Actually, I'm gonna pop out the car and talk on comms. Don't fire yet. And I'm gonna approach Cat and Flashbang. Arms held up, just being like, "Please, we are just a troop of entertainers."
no.
How about
I
you
lean
give
over
me a
to him.
bluff check then, Karen?
I am saying and doing nothing.
No, I'm like, no. We're probably gonna have to kill some people.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
All right. Well, let's see if he can spot the lie.
35.
Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, he doesn't sound
Every
like
he's
it.
ever told.
No, he rolled,
Can't bluff anything
he rolled a
apparently.
natural one actually.
Nice.
Wow.
So Sharon tells the worst lie in the world, and the guy buys it.
And I'm gonna take the astral judicator, I think it is, from good old Riza, and I'm gonna point it at my head.
Oh my god, no.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Can I just intercede that it's entirely possible for someone with good sleight of hand to like
That's what I
try
was
to get.
thinking they were gonna
Like
do.
there are many ways you could have done this without like being an idiot about it.
try to
Hey,
take a
Claire.
what?
Sleight of hand. Hey Claire, what's your sleight of
the
hand?
loaded ammo and make it click.
So,
Like, let's be clear, these are space Nazis, but they're not gonna fucking cavity search every vehicle that comes along. You have to be suspicious first.
No, but
I think
What?
we're plenty suspicious.
Don't you know that the age-old rule of the best way to stealth is in prior sight? Like, just pretend you fit in is a great way to get through anything. You guys would make a huge deal out of a lot.
what I was gonna do is half pull the trigger and use token spell to make the barrel glow.
Oh, I like that idea. If it weren't for the fact that spellcasting is
You know-
obvious.
oh, okay. Well, see, the second time, I'm gonna roll mascot and present myself as a Captain Flashbang advertisement.
Hey Claire,
unit.
what is your sleight of
No.
hand?
7.
Claire, if you want to roll mascot
no
to be
sleight
like,
of hand could do that.
Claire, if you want to be like, I'm Captain Flashbang, go nuts. Roll me some mascot. They will provide Karen at the very least a distraction to cast the spell with.
I do a little like All Might style pose. Did that not register?
It did not.
Nope.
There it goes.
Oh my god. He mutters something about
Bam! I just
the guard mutters something about fuck, I hate Captain Flashbang, and then over the comms you can this guy screams it loud enough that back at the gates he's like, oh god, I love him.
Oh man, Captain Flashbang's here.
Oh my god.
yeah, and she poses very authentic, isn't it? All just a costume.
I'm not getting you an autograph.
No
No,
word.
you come up here to get an autograph.
Claire, why are you playing it off like you're not Captain Flashpoint? Oh wait, because Hero probably.
Because if they believe I'm the real Captain Flashbang, he actually might shoot me, Zyla.
Another guard comes
Flashbang.
running up, and he has like a little notepad out.
I already have a pen. The Captain Flashbang official fan pen. I just flick that. I do like a butterfly knife hero and sign it with a smile. Always nice to meet a fan. in the comms, Riz's robotic comm, you can hear, "I want to die."
Hey, Noto. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
what's up?
disappointed in this outcome.
Okay,
I just close the door, sit back.
Claire,
Pull the coat
roll
back over
me
the
mascot to see if you can if you knew the autograph good, or if the stress of the situation's getting to you.
All right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's programmed really well.
As the autograph situation takes on, the other guard takes a look at Karen, who I assume at this point has cast a token spell and pretended to
Yeah.
discharge the firearm.
Yeah, maybe like it's shedding a dim light at the barrel head. It's like
This guy is so pissed that he has to put up with this shit. You fucking entertainers.
Captain Flashbang just shoots him that famous star hero smile.
The guy's like, "Oh, cool, got an autograph. Been dying for this." Oh man,
Our
wouldn't it
kids are gonna be so goddamn jealous.
This is gonna be so much easier once we finally take the Pack Worlds. I hope they don't blow up Absalom Station. I told them to go for Eox first. At the very least, we'll be done with those undead.
This is broadcasting this to
Hey,
Bob.
why is Captain Flash? Why is a Captain Flash representative out here? I thought you didn't do the Viscarium.
We're looking to end our advertising, citizen.
Oh,
You know, I'm actually I think that's actually not a lie.
well, it's cool to meet you. I mean, I'm kind of busy, so I don't have the time for this, but maybe later. Like, it's really hard to get broadcasts out here. And the other guard just sort of drags him back.
I will submit a request. Drags him back. See, this guy needs some Captain Flashbang hug.
He won't get shot, maybe.
He'll shoot. Yeah, I will. He will shoot me.
Bye!
bye bye, take care now. And then I'm a talk over cons. Be like, you know what? I think to make a story, Noto and Avad are playing antagonists to Captain Flashbang in performances, if there is ever one.
Like episode 319, Sniper-lator and Assault-tronicar.
Oh my god.
Can we just kill him ourselves?
I almost kind of want to at this point.
But Captain Flashbang is the star of the show.
Yeah. Actually, it's fit if Noto was the antagonist of any performances held, and Avad will be Rhodey.
To be fair,
I
at
was
least
going
Noto's
for light.
anger will all be realistic.
I was going that I'm the guy that does the light stuff because I can jump around and fly really far.
Yeah, Rhodey.
So I can go and set things up.
Marissa notes, through the comms that I mentioned she doesn't have to like move her mouth at all or anything like to do that. That we might really, really want to be careful with weapons.
No, you think?
I'm gonna pop my magazine out and flip it into my Hadaway limb, so it's empty.
As you drive on through the gate, the guards are like opposite sides of the vehicle. One is like waving, and the other one is like, "If you stay here more than a day."
Rizza does the smile and wink to both of them.
You're in the city. The downside is you don't know where to be in the city. I don't know. I imagine the gas stations are great places to buy maps or get local town information.
I knew we
well,
should have stopped at that Quickie Mart. I didn't want an ice cream. I don't.
You could have won. Maybe you would have won on a lottery ticket too. You're on an important
you can get lottery
intergalactic
for
mission, and
space
you're going to buy a
shuttle.
lottery ticket.
You can win
Look,
space,
truth.
space Nazi credits.
Space Nazi credits.
Yeah,
It's paid in
buy
Nazi
some
gold.
bucks, buy some dollars. We win buy some dollars.
So
It'll
we're
be
in
worth
town.
something someday.
If you've ever been to Dubai, that's kind of what the streets are like. It's like, you don't want to be outside, really. The weather's not that great. It's all dry and hot and dusty. So people tend to stay inside the buildings and the connective air breaches between them.
I really don't like this weather for my race.
I thought you liked wind.
I like wind, but I don't like dry.
Oh. Well then.
I'm sure the pseudo dragon loves it.
I don't know. Well, what's the plan, kids?
Well, we need to go and find that one guy, right?
Well, to be fair, you actually went to city to find out where the guy even is.
Well, yeah, that's part of finding him.
Yeah. Because, you know, he's probably in jail somewhere. He might not even be on this planet with how long you're taking.
It's been like an hour.
so he's a
Look, if
Starfinder,
he's
right?
already gone, look,
Oh, no,
Yeah.
he's not a Starfinder. He's just a...
No, he's a general.
Six Hammers is a renowned Vex general.
Okay.
So the best thing would be scouting out locations for where the guy could be, then shoot. No, wait, don't shoot him. Scouting out locations where the guy could be, and assuming we can narrow down a number of prisons on the area, we could try to look for information directed to him. Unless someone disagrees.
No, that sounds like a plan.
The first step, however, will be to find a garage to park your car. Or
Yes,
risk
that
a
is a
parking
good point.
ticket.
These are Nazis. They're sticklers for those things.
fucking ticket.
They have, like, pre-written tickets.
As soon as you get out of the car, there's this guy walking to you with a ticket.
He's just like sitting there,
Nah,
like
there's
he
like
didn't
five.
pay the toll.
He doesn't use a sticky ticket. He just has, like, a staple gun and breaks your window doing it. Shouldn't violate the
He
law,
just
punk.
like grabs a wrist.
Dude, what the hell? You just
You're-
threw my car. What'd you expect? I'm Hitler.
Hitler doing
Your
fucking street
Android's also
misdemeanors.
illegally parked. Rizzo points out that we should also be careful about who we ask and what we ask about because we could draw unneeded attention.
I don't know. I imagine Captain Flashbang might visit the prison sometime.
You mean the guy dressed
I'm
as
an
a clown is
android and
talking
an advertising.
about- The guy dressed as a clown is talking about drawing unneeded attention.
Anyways, so let's go find a place to
Yeah,
park.
I'm not. Yeah, vroom vroom. Before they tow me.
Broop. You park inside a building next to the big square, driving into an underground parking facility, and using navigation to find yourself to the top. You are now in front of a
Okay.
local map that will tell you where to find most, like, government and public buildings. It's a fancy AR map.
Ooh.
As you
And
type
put
in words,
down-
it causes areas that are not related to such search terms to dim out.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look this up, and then I think we'll split into the buddy system. So, and
Potentially useful buildings may be things like City Hall, the police station,
prisoner of war camp.
or a bar. Who knows? Like a dive bar where criminals hang out.
Wonder how
The
many
bar
prisoners
could actually
there
get us
would
lots of
be.
information.
How much money you got on you, Cap? Because I sort of spent mine on getting us some guns.
780 credits.
That could buy you a few drinks and a few rounds.
I think I have 2,000 credits, so
Reddits.
I have
Gonna
2,000
get you
Reddit
some
upvotes.
platinum.
I have all the exposure I need.
So I'm gonna go and start tapping in for first off the prisons and police department.
Okie dokie. just plop some little icons on the map for police. There's police station. So you were looking for police stations?
Police stations and prisons. Like
No
jail.
prisons inside the city.
Okay, so execute on sight. They are Nazis.
No, more that the police station is a temporary detention center, but like long-term
Yeah.
prisons elsewhere.
Yeah, there might be an off-site, prison.
You know,
Let's
it's
see.
much easier to execute people in lines if people can see them.
And government facilities. Like City Hall.
Oh no, you want to get to City Hall? That's the yellow does not have any visibility to it.
Wow, yeah, that was very hard to see.
City Hall's over here. DMV and weird tax-related shit happens over here. And if for
I'm
some
staying away from
We
that one.
don't want to go to the DMV. We'll never get out alive. Yeah, we'll never get out alive.
and if for some reason you're the kind of weirdo who wants to get like random licenses and crap, you can go over here.
We're not going there.
It's literally just the Zootopia DMV, just a bunch of sloths.
Any other locations you would like to have marked to know where to go?
And finally, the bars. The seediest one we can find. I'm sure there's a filter for that.
No, there isn't. Does anyone here have like particular knowledge that will help them figure out the logical stuff of where a dive bar might be located in a city like this?
Type in glory hole.
Typing glory hole.
Everywhere.
Since I am robot, can I interface with the map and find the bars?
You can just type filter for bars, but then you get all the bars.
So yeah, I don't do bars, so
I mean, typically what you want to do is you look for a bar, and if that bar is near any like adult like strip club or
good point.
pornography.
Adult services cross-reference.
Choosing this, you find a few bars that look hecka seedy.
Very good.
One of them is indeed called the Glory Hole.
Yeah.
I hate that you're right.
Yes. See, the funny thing would be if you like you thought about like several different awful sounding bar names and each one was a bar.
The Glory
The Leaky
Hole,
Lug Nut.
Woodpecker, and the Sonic Steak.
It gives you gas.
Okay, if the Sonic Steak is a bar, I want to go.
You would.
They make a steak
Okay,
that
so-
they grill entirely by yelling at it.
So here's our selections. We are not going to points at the DMV. That one, we're blowing that up if we get the chance.
But you
That'll
need to
be
get your
doing
license
Galaxy
renewed.
service. We have to get our Captain Flashbang license renewed.
No, the license on your little car.
But I want to get a better one if we have to steal another vehicle.
Fine.
Oh, you're not talking about getting a better Captain Flashbang?
She does an okay job.
Also, going off your suggestion of splitting
Actually,
with a party for a buddy system, who shall go with whom?
Okay, so here's my plan. So you two are the talkie people.
Yes.
So one of us would go with one of you. So I was thinking we'd have the Vesky boy go with not Captain Flashbang.
Thank you. Wait.
I'll go with the captain. And Ignis, you'll make dinner. I'm assuming he's here. He's our cook.
Now, exotic pets I see.
I'll
All right.
come up with a new recipe.
You decide to head over to to which one are you going to go first? Who wants to be the first doofus to stumble over local politics?
Well, I figured that the captain and I'll go for politics, and Noto and Sharon could go to the bars, because then we have a Vesk to go for the bar fight.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Just
Because that's inevitable.
don't lob off arms. I mean, you're on a Vesk planet.
I mean, it always happens. That's how
I
bars
suppose
work.
I will
It's
leave my sword
barcode.
in the car.
Yeah, we gotta leave the weapons in the car.
Or you can always take that baton and just whack people.
I got my mitts. I'm good.
All right. Who goes first and where? City Hall with the gang, I guess. City
Well,
Hall.
then that would be the captain and I.
Captain Flashbang, and that other person. Something
And
Who's
the
not
wing.
Captain Flashbang?
I think they were called something Pea Pants. Who knows? Captain Flashbang is the real
Hey,
hero of
that's
the story.
Claire's name.
They head on over to City Hall, which is like when you walk through this, it's kind of weird. You almost feel like you're underwater because all the glass is like thick, and it's all bubbly and weird. And there are hallways like you're walking in a mall, but everything is the mall. And City Hall is exactly what you mentioned. There's lots of glass. It's very fancy, all very angular and straight, very Vesk architecture with a lot of beige. And well, there's some
Really
people sitting around waiting for
Vesk like
things with
beige.
City Hall, but there's also the receptionist desk. There are several exits and entrances that, of course, lead into the employees only section or to offices for people who have appointments. What's your angle of approach, team?
The, the, let's see. Well, after an awkward walk where Riza shares her life stories with Evod,
Vod heard it already.
we're gonna give her we're gonna give her a facility, so we might really want to be careful how we ask things. How do we want to approach this?
With a gun.
By the way, these buildings aren't all like one floor. That's some like the City Hall actually extends to the floor above in the open design of the building.
And what's the guy's name we're looking for again?
He mostly goes by
Or is it
Six
just
Hammers,
general?
but I do have his name written down here somewhere, if I can find it, and I might not be able to.
General Six Hammers.
Where is he? This planet. That's Atlantis. I have his name here somewhere. There we go. His name is Tvanuk. Tvanuk Six Hammers.
Fonk.
Who's clicking a lot?
I don't know.
Might be Noto.
What the
Yeah,
heck is
that's
going on? Oh, Notorious is exploding.
Notorious?
Can you hear me?
Victorious?
Yeah, you're like clicking a lot, and there's like a fan noise.
Oh, the fan no fucking fan clicking.
They're also
Is it-
coming out.
Yeah, you were cutting out like every other half second there.
Did your headset
Am I
disconnect?
still?
Keep talking. We can't tell with only 2 words.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
that
fine.
one.
Something
You're
that
fine
rhymes
now.
with fuck it. Okay.
All right, kids, what's your plan? With
So, what do you
City
think?
Hall.
This looks at Evod. Alright, I think we go with the tourist approach. One to learn the amazing history of this amazing empire. Fingers.
I mean, we
Odd
are
about
here.
one to know about the cool military. One to learn about the cool military superpower, right?
If I die, I blame you.
And
I
then they
mean,
died.
what is your idea?
Yeah, about shipping.
Let's see. Well, we're here based as entertainers. Allegedly. I'm pretty sure that got reported at some point because we sort of made a scene.
Doesn't mean everyone automatically knows your face.
Cute.
Pretty went to the government, though. I'm thinking if somebody used that, we could ask for the history, but we're trying to find a specific person. So the best option would be...
That's why we asked.
What would you want to ask him that'll get you that information?
Most handsome. I mean,
I didn't get that.
Nope.
damn dang it. Riza says, we ask about who are the most handsome generals in the Vesk army. I mean, how many
You mean
generals
the
can
guy
there
who's
be?
a prisoner?
You know, the defeated army.
Okay, I got complete misinformation on what we're looking for. Whoops.
Yeah, we've been talking about that for a while.
Reza.exe has stopped working.
I love it.
So we could be asking, say, that we want to hold something in the honor of these people. Want to know where we could go to be close to the defeated general. I mean, they're
Sounds like a
Nazis.
good idea.
Doesn't make them smart.
Is, but it sounds tasty.
So let's go and ask them about that. We're professional. Well, you're a professional entertainer. I do the lights because I'm sure as hell not singing.
Yeah, I guess you just didn't want to be the Snipotron character. That was a great episode, though.
Shut up.
So yeah, we stroll forward to.
So which one
we
of
stroll
the-
forward to the.
Which desk do you want to approach? Because there are multiple like small reception areas. One is someone who looks extremely bored and irritated, and the other one looks way too happy.
I don't trust the happy one.
I don't trust the happy one either, but the last irritated one wanted to shoot me in the head by having me shoot myself in the head, and I didn't like that.
Sure, go ahead. Go talk to the one who probably has a 12 gauge under that desk.
I'm gonna assume everyone does. Smiles, doesn't look like she's about to cry immediately. Anyway, and just walks forward.
To the happy one.
Yeah, the happy one.
Why, hello there! How may I help you today?
Oh God. Hello, Captain Flashbang Advertiser here. You may have heard of me.
Are you here for an advertising license?
No. Advertising, really? Me and my associate here are actually looking for information on the things to advertise, like the recently defeated and disgraced generals. Your army.
But do you talk about advertising to them?
No, advertising the victories you put over them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Celebrating.
Well, I'm pretty sure most of the Islines are kind of busy. They're a little too busy to have a chit-chat with
What's the
just
what?
little anyone. We're on kind of a frontier world of the Aslanti Empire, after all.
Notorious, is your headset like exploding?
No, my headset isn't moving, or
Because it's coming from you.
I couldn't.
Maybe the cord is
So,
like
okay,
blank, but anyway.
the happy ones say? Like, who's busy?
Well, if you're like, hey, I want to do advertising on the disgraced generals, you're like, well, if you want to talk to the Aslanti generals, they're a little busy. They can't really give you interviews on how they did it. It's kind of a frontier world. Close to the border and all. A little busy keeping defenses
Is
up
there
and going.
any public and easily accessible information that you can give me to help me in my job?
About the Aslanti generals?
I pipe in because obviously you're asking weird questions. We were wanting to commemorate the defeat of the Vesk here, so we were wanting to know if there was any information on any captured generals.
God dang it. Sorry, something just happened. I hate this button sometimes.
Ooh.
On the capture general information. Well, like what? You want their names? Because we have a list of names.
Names, possibly where they're being held, so we could hold some sort of party or performance nearby. This is one of our professional entertainers.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I can go
Yeah,
about
watch
that
me.
stuff. That seems a little sensitive.
This might be diplomacy. I kind of like. I'm gonna try. It's like, it's sensitive, but I mean, what are we gonna do if it? sort of deal. Can I roll diplomacy? That's fine.
Sure.
Or-
So
Yeah.
you try to diplomacy the person.
You're on
Yeah,
a roll with
this
these,
is
Claire.
different.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen. I'd love to help, but I can't just pull up every bit of information. They'll ask questions on my queries. Like, I guess I can give you a list of local.
Surely you can just give us.
Wait.
Oh, wait,
I can
what's
give
she
you a
doing?
list of local prisons, but I can't just give you a location of a prisoner if you're not like immediate
Well, I
family
mean-
or part of the legal proceedings.
Oh, that should be fine. That should be a good head start.
Yeah, we don't need to know
I
the
can
specific
totally
point.
understand.
It would help us just choose an area for the performance to be near.
Just give me a moment. Do you have anything I can put it on, or should I just print it?
Oh, physical printing would be good if you could.
A couple of taps on the computer screen nearby, and she just hands you like a small little disc.
Oh, thank you very much.
There's a button on the disc that if you push it, it like holographically displays its information.
Oh, it's like a holographic Xerox. How wasteful! Like, how advanced and wasteful at the same time.
I'm sure they're rewritable.
On this planet with no trees?
We print on rocks.
Look, I didn't know there were any. Look. I'm a basic stereotype sci-fi person. I assume there's trees on every planet ever.
Every planet is trees.
Every planet's Southern California.
Every planet's trees. Humans are the dominating force. Everyone speaks English.
Check on 2 of those.
Have a flashbang day.
Golly, I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I sometimes just feel she says stuff.
You leave. You have
Advertising.
the coordinates of several nearby prisons. One is like right around the corner, so that's that. In the meantime, Sharon and other guy, which bar are you going to? Are you going to the Bushwhacker, the Glory Hole, or the Sonic Steak?
Well, I'm gonna throw out the idea that in ye olden times, you'd usually find a tavern next to a police station to be more rowdy, but not quite as seedy. Because that's
Okay.
where the police are gonna be. So I'd suggest maybe the Sonic Steak.
Look, just go to the gay one.
I would suggest going to ones that are not near police stations.
Yeah, the Sonic Steak seems to be the furthest from the police station, which is right here.
Yeah, head over to the Sonic Steak.
Oh, I just remembered the other alien sci-fi rule.
Mm.
Rule number 1 is that you are in Southern California. Rule number 2 is you're in a rock quarry in either Britain or North California.
Rock quarries.
That's like 2/3 of the
This is
Doctor
where we
Who
are.
planet.
Anyway, the Sonic Steak is, well, you wouldn't really call it a dive bar because the bar itself looks kind of nice. It's clean, at least, and the smell of strong meat is overpowering. Meat! Big burly Vesk occupy this bar. Her. And,
Oh.
and the tender is exactly who you would imagine would make Sonic steaks. It's a big lady who looks like she could flip a table with one hand.
So we have a 50-50 chance that these guys are friendly for Six Hammers. Not friendly too, but friendly for.
They're vest. They're not friendly.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, they might be part of the defeated army, just kind of living life. So we should gauge the situation on how they'll feel about Six Hammers. And I think you should be the one to start us off there. If you will.
Is the sign like 2 neon vests hugging?
Oh my god. Hugging. That's wrestling with emotions.
Yeah.
So
I'm
what
just
do you
gonna
think?
go in and get.
You'll walk into the bar. And the minute you do, the biggest, toughest, gruffest guy gets up off his seat and gets in your way.
Welcome to Salty Spittoon. How tough are you?
That is essentially what happens.
I had a bowl of nails for breakfast.
Not toenails. That's gross.
I said nails. Bowl of nails.
This is a black fisk. He has red markings. He gives you a her and says,
Can I help you?
"Yes, you can. Seems we got ourselves a new meat coming to the Sonic Steak. Now tell me, do you eat or are you the meat?"
The fuck out of my way.
This is so gay.
Well, at least Newbie's got teeth. But can you bite? And he will try to throw a punch at you.
Hey, you better not fight me or I'll chip you up and I'll suck your nuts.
Ooh. He does land a blow, though. Like he
Your
does
main
have
rituals are amazing.
the mating rituals. So I need to get a D4 out of my bag.
You'll go into the, you're gonna go into prison. You go to prison, you'll get your ass beat and your dick suck.
He deals 5 damage. He just opens with a punch, and
All
expects
right,
you to
well,
retaliate.
Yeah, I'll just punch it back.
Roll me a fist.
But don't roll the fist, that'll hurt your wrist.
Don't hurt yourself.
Nice.
Oh! Not only did you hit with a higher hit score, you also hit with a heavy punch. He kind of flinches. Oh, well.
Oh,
Hit me more, Snake.
See, if I had people like you, wouldn't have lost this stupid little pansy war.
Yeah, well, I wasn't here.
Well, you should have been. Where are your loyalties? And then
Money,
the lady,
mostly.
lady out of the bar just kind of shouts, "Get on your ass! Don't bother the customers."
yeah, get.
So what can I get you? What color is Noto?
Red.
What can I get you, Reddy?
Something strong.
Like that man over there.
No!
He makes you a mojito with like a little strawberry in it.
What's mojito?
I'm comfortable
It's
with myself to drink such drinks.
a stereotypically gay drink.
The strawberry in it.
Now, I want you to bring me the strongest thing you have. Big buff guy comes over.
I need stronger. They're bringing a power suit for him. I need him to crack this coconut.
So Bella's character, how do you feel about being around like all this strong meat?
Wow.
I mean, Sharon's not
Strong,
going to complain.
throbbing.
How strong do you
pussy.
think she can handle, boy?
It's okay. I don't think any of them are interested in her.
They're too flimsy.
And you don't have a penis.
Oh, no.
It's the future. They can attach them.
Oh no!
Yeah, but Riz is with me.
Okay, well, she offers you a drink that fizzles and pops, and looks like
And
you could probably
as
use
I
it as a
am-
lethal weapon.
And as I am looking over my, big Vesk friend, I would like to do that uninebriated. Because it's annoying when he's drunk. So I would like your finest animal drink.
Yogi.
Animal drink. Here's a bowl of water.
He just like, yeah, he just like grab a rat off the floor and squeezes it into the glass.
I didn't want to say milk, but
Rat
I mean,
juice. Just give me a glass of rat. You get like a glass of water,
alright.
sparkling, just so that's manly. Okay,
I was
Notorious.
waiting
I
for
need a
Vel to
fort
say,
save
like,
as you down a drink so potent it reminds you of home. Back when you were 6 and your dad gave you a brewski That, because your Vesk is potent enough to make most humans vomit. Oh, lands a bit hard in the gut. Oh, gonna have to wave that one off. That's like a bombshell, like a carpet bombing going on in your gut. Ugh.
Just your average Tuesday.
You
Don't worry,
mercenary
the carpet
types
bombing
need to.
He's gonna be on his butt.
You mercenary types get far too used to the easy stuff out there. Now then, we don't usually get outsiders with the guts to just walk into this place, so just tell me what you're up for. Did they arrest you? Did you get caught out of space? Did you crash land somewhere? Are you looking for a way back?
Well, we're looking for information.
By the way,
Uh,
why is a little scrawny over there with you? Don't usually get like Vesk military showing up with mixed units out here.
Hey, you know what they say? You only live once, except for Samsarian. You gotta try.
Like thumbs
you
up
gotta
at
try
themselves,
things.
like except me, except this guy.
So you gotta try new things every once in a while. This guy's my new thing.
She's very tight.
Slap that up.
I do slap that ass. Just like,
Oh no! Oh
His
no!
vest can hold so much meat.
Oh no! Situation is becoming awkward. On the plus
It's
side,
getting
Sure
weird, yeah.
is.
on the plus side, it makes people more talkative because they're like, "Why don't you leave?" Well, well. So what do you need?
well, right now we're on a business adventure. We're looking for information on, the general. I mean, like, it's kind of low key, but we're looking at information on, captured generals generally, where
Give her general information on generally captured generals.
Listen, kid. When they took over, they took hostage many generals.
yeah,
So if you want me to write out a whole bloody list of names, that's gonna take a bit.
well, no, we're looking for a specific one. We need to get information about something.
Okay, so who's it gonna be?
It's gonna be a.
Is it gonna be
I got-
Elon? Is it gonna be Yigi? Is it gonna be Ariz?
I don't quite remember his actual name, but they call him General Six Hammers.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask, what exactly are you trying to do with Six Hammers?
What we're trying to do is we're trying to fill out a dossier on the general, war front in this case, and the unfortunate, very unfortunate defeat that you've befelt. We're trying to spread the news.
Yeah, I ain't buying it. If you
You're
were trying
not?
to do that kind of stuff, you would have known where to go, and you wouldn't be coming to a frickin' dive to find out about it. This is not a place people come with journalistic integrity. Unless, they wear a big trench coat and they got a cap on their head.
That's true.
I'm gonna be risky here.
Mm.
I've come here because I'm gonna set them loose.
Alright, who you setting loose?
The general he was talking about.
Six Hammers.
Oh, well.
You slam that glass.
In that case, I wish you the best of bloody luck.
And you can see why we wouldn't, go to, ask around.
That guy's been transferred from prison to prison because he keeps breaking out and breaking everyone's skull, so... Good luck getting him to go where you want him to go.
I didn't say I was gonna get him to go anywhere. I'm just gonna let him loose.
Excellent. Well, I hope you don't mind him keeping score on everything you do. On the plus side, I'd love it if he come by and buy a drink. A round, that is. He always buys a round if he wins or loses. Nice for business, at least.
Try to point him in your direction.
Well then, I don't know where exactly he is, but I do have the name of, well, shall we say that it's not uncommon for me to hear when he gets transferred to a new location. He's recently been sent to, well, they call it the Old Crossroads, but It's not a very commonly used prison. Not many prisoners, not a high security detail, but it got one of the best locking boxes you got around the place. Probably the only place they can keep him locked up for more than 2 days before he breaks the door off the hinges.
Thank you very much, good sir.
I'm just gonna warn you though. You ain't breaking out of that place without every bloody alarm in the entire area going off. They are not taking risks with him again. And he's on a shoot-to-kill list. So if you want to break him out, you better do it before he does it and dies.
Don't worry, hon. We're prepared. Ed, we didn't get this information.
What do you even need the guy for, anyway? Why do you want to set him loose? If you want to cause havoc, just buy an orbital bombardment or something.
Well, there's no general.
It seems more fun.
I mean, it's not a... I mean, I'd say you like people trying to get some information, but Six Hammers ain't exactly the subterfuge kind of guy. More the kind of guy to pick up a nearby cinder block and start using it like a hammer. Well,
My kind of guy.
I wish you the best, and if you happen to live, just don't.
And, if I don't, I'll probably come back here and tell you about it. It's a story either way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, quick thing, by the way. I heard that a specific Aslanti general has an issue with the guy, so they're kind of on each other's toes a lot. So if you see a guy in, like, yellow armor, you know you're at the right spot. Generals don't usually hang around prisons too much, I heard.
Understood. You didn't see us, we didn't talk to you, and, we keep each other everything copacetic.
Yeah, I'll tell that to everyone else in the bar. She just starts cleaning a glass, which appears to be almost entirely a handy thing, because there's very clearly an automatic cleaner behind her.
Hey, you gonna bartend me? Clean that one spot over and over again?
Oh, this glass is a problem. I'm not legally allowed to serve in it.
Because it's not legally clean enough.
It's not legally a glass.
No, I can't serve because it's actually a glass.
Well, you've learned something. It's at the old Crossroad prison, and you'll know you're at the right place because there'll be a yellow guy outside, or near it, or inside of it.
Yeah, give Netta's ass a slap, and I'll walk on my way.
You head outside.
This is the gayest thing we've done in any of our tabletopping.
She talked about the penis.
A trans woman.
Yeah, it's still gay. I'm sure she's been a man at some point.
Probably.
Besides, Noto met like 3 boyfriends today.
You just
he punched once, so I think that's like that's
They're married.
official, right?
that was a mating ritual.
They're
Yeah, the
married
whole
now.
time. You see, Noto's been in the background this whole time, getting busy.
I don't punch for violence. I punch because I love.
I tell you I love you with my fist.
Apparently, Vesker are like a race full of freaking love. Lots of it.
Oh my god,
And
that cat
maybe-
has a raincoat. That's awesome. So, kids, do you meet up after this?
Yep.
I mean, I assume so.
Crusading distance. Oh my god, Como. Oh no.
So,
Oh my god, that's a cute picture. I wish I knew
So,
enough
how
about
do your
identity.
adventures go?
Oh, you guys meet up. One of you has prison names and locations. The other has a name. By your powers combined, you are one location.
Yes, we can narrow it down. So, guys, it is insert location here.
Yes. Oh, it happens to be just down the road a couple of miles. You could do it within a day, although you'd arrive there by night at this point, and, arriving at night at a prison is a great way to get questioned for, why are you at a prison at night? Why do you stop here? Don't you know there's crazy murderers in here?
Away.
Actually, what color is the general we're looking for?
The vest.
Says he's brown.
Oh, who knows? You never asked anyone. Just kidding. The briefing very distinctly mentions that he is the yellow-black kind of stuff, where it's like he's clearly toxic, you know? And
Dang,
kind of
I was
mad.
gonna hope that we could try to say that Arvesk was family. Bluff our way in.
We could paint him.
That's a terrible plan.
You want me to do this in yellow face?
I mean, that's racist in every language.
Do
I
you
mean,
have any idea how racist that is?
the
RZA automatically
elemental
plays
spirits
some
would
kind-
hate that. The Vesk would hate that. You're a robot. You
RZA
don't count.
Yeah, RZA automatically plays a like denial of responsibility towards insensitivity by the company. I'm sorry, that just came out.
What the? He's afraid of spell slots. If anything, the warlock has more spell slots because he gets the back on the short rest.
So I think we should take.
The fireball druid. No.
Actually, how much of Gold Noto's flesh is exposed?
If he sits in full armor, I imagine heavy armor usually covers like head to toe completely.
Well, I could token spell him yellow.
Okay, this is a
See,
terrible plan.
plan
I'm not good
is-
with this.
RZA proposes another plan that also sounds pretty okay. We could get arrested.
I don't want to know what episode that's from, because I don't think they had to deal with a maximum security prison.
Bella, unlike Noto, who is still probably wearing off whatever battery fluid he just drank. You remember
up, it
her
was
saying that this
delicious.
particular prison wasn't exactly used for general use. Like, there weren't many prisoners there, so getting sent there would... I mean, it is nearby, and it's late in the day, so technically you'd probably get sent there, since it's the most convenient option, but...
There's a chance they'll just shoot us in the streets. This seems like the kind of planet that they just kind of shoot you in the street.
I mean, they usually shoot people when they have guns.
Hey, I gotta get up to go to the bathroom. Be right back.
Oh, well, we just have a little bitty potty break, because I gotta go too.
Go ahead.
Are we taking a break?
Yeah. Because they're going to the restroom.
All right. Well, I'll be a couple minutes then.
Everyone ditched us, Claire.
RZA recounts to you and asks you if she'll ever find someone who. Do you think I'll ever find love?
Hey, Rizza, if I take your finger and I put it in my railgun, can I shoot it?
You realize how emotionally fragile she is? She just looks at you, looks at her hand, and just sort of... I mean, I guess. I don't actually know how guns work, to be honest. Did I ever tell you that was the third time a man I met told me to put a gun to my head?
No.
Just those long drawn out sighs. Episode 618. Flashbang goes to prison. Yeah, I think if you would be alone with Rizza, she gets like extremely socially awkward. When the flashbang attitude's off, she is just... She's like that robot from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Marvin.
And so...
Also,
gay
the
bar.
artist who's doing the robot's picture. I told her about the idea for the design doc thing, and she was like, I think drawing new sketches will take a little bit of time. Should be able to make this function list early August, which I was like, oh man, that's so long. I was like, wait a minute. August starts in like 10 days. Then she gave this big list of ideas like the head, which can produce its own cybernetic visor, pointing out the speaker box, commenting on the materials, like having different things pointing out the more ductile metals. Gloves with the elements to create electricity, just like point out all the different facets of it.
Deck.
That's cool.
I
said for
That's gonna be cool.
mostly focusing on things like, the arms, the legs, the head parts, the important parts, and just like listing out some functionalities. So she's gonna do the sketches for that, and for all of this, it'll take about a total of 2 weeks to get done because she has other commissions to do as well.
Golly.
Oh yeah, I got an artist staffer who's doing a pretty cool illustration for one of the story lines I'm working on, which is synthetic themed.
You goddamn dorks!
And I don't even have to pay for the picture.
Give you all the frickin' nooks.
Not the nugs.
Well then.
Notorious is up for me.
We have one from Notorious.
When YouTube left, he
Everyone
decided
took
to
a
go
break.
as well. Like all of you into the restroom at the same time.
Yeah, I already.
Yeah, I did that before we left.
Me and Avad were having wonderful character building conversations. Like Riz was wondering if she'll ever find love, and Avad was wondering if he can take like her finger and fire it from her gun.
Yeah, because it's a coil gun, so it shoots metal pieces. So could I like grab one of Riz's fingers and just be like, bam? Except with no bam because it's a coil gun, so it doesn't actually have recoil.
Wasn't really sure. While also looking like she might cry, but she kind of looks like that a lot.
Also, the Avad's gonna be thrown off that first time he shoots the coil gun. He's like, okay, now where's the recoil? Did it shoot?
Yeah, you're gonna be compensating for the recoil, but then you're
Just
gonna
like
shoot
jerking it.
down.
You fake it, like whoa. Yeah, I think it has a lot of kick to it.
Says you're taking a break. Hello.
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 I posted some dumb things for your
Yeah.
enjoyment.
Como's being a voyeur.
A voyeur. Tummy kind of hurts. I hate it. Ugh.
I mean, the stream's not paused, but sure.
What?
You've been caught on candid camera.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Captain Flashbang over here. I think they're so cool.
I love both of you equally, and it's you by a lot.
I'm back.
Oh no,
Oh, man, no.
he's back. Well then. Here we are. In the magical
Indeed.
world of fairy tales and prison breaks.
Mhm.
So kids, I imagine that you guys are all sitting in like a random ass cafe, like Friends. You have the big fancy couch. Because you're the protagonists. And there you go.
We've relayed all information.
So now I need to think of a plan. get some reconnaissance done.
Recon. That's something that's actually my skill set.
So now the two strategists or confrontational folk can discuss.
I hope you don't mean me.
Yeah, I was wondering who you're adding into this.
Well, I mean, Noto might have ideas for like how to,
If it involves hitting things with a big stick, then I got all the ideas.
To be fair, it would probably help if you had like an aerial reconnaissance drone or something that could take pictures of this location, so you get an approximate view for the layout, amount of people
Hey.
present.
I have a drone.
You also have a dragon.
Yeah, I was giving you my first idea. But then I decided, wait, I have a drone too. I'm gonna give my pseudo dragon, who's intelligent, my phone
And awesome.
camera thing.
and like, can't you talk to each other?
Oh yeah, totally.
Isn't there a range on that?
Also, the other thing, I can fly.
I'm pretty sure a flying person would be a little bit more noticeable than a flying animal.
But you see, I'm just gonna send the dragon. He's gonna take some pictures. And he's gonna come back.
Cool.
Go, Skithrix!
It is like a few miles from here, though, so...
Yeah, so we might want to have to drive there, hide behind a rock or something.
Well, the old crossroads is near an actual crossroads, so... You could sit at the crossroads and be like, we're just deciding which direction to go.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Yeah.
Oh no, you have to pay parking privileges. But luckily, that's not too much of a problem for you. So, do you just go over there, no interruptions?
Yeah, and then we'll get our recon, and then we'll go take a break.
Actually, generally, how quick would it be to get a journalist license?
A what license?
A journalist?
That would take a little while. Like, this is not instantaneous.
6 to 8 weeks processing time.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you got that kind of time.
as you leave,
Anyway.
the guys at the gates, one of them must have changed shifts because only one of them is looking at the car and he's like, oh, you left in time before I could get you.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Awkward wave as we leave.
Yeah.
Really wave. Totally didn't get creeped out by that statement.
To drive on by Le Gas Station until you eventually reach a crossroads. The rocky stuff to the south, I'll just mark off exactly where the rockiness is because the road kind of warps around it, as roads tend to be built in such a fashion. Because it kind of makes sense to build your roads around the local geometry. Oh, no, that's a shape. I don't need a shape. I need a free pen. It's like an approximation of what the rocky terrain shapes like.
Also, what is this?
That's just the location that you saw, the gunman.
Ah, okay.
So there is plenty of
Okay.
cover at this crossroad for you to sit down and see the prison off in the distance. It's a few miles from here, but you can sort of see it. Even from here, you can tell that the description of old crossroads is a fair one, since it doesn't really look like your super modern, high-tech prison. It's something like more like a concrete block someone just dropped down on a foundation and said, "This is a prison now."
Okay, so the plan. We bomb it from space.
We don't
We're
have that
told
kind
that
of
an
resource.
orbital bombardment is a great way to cause confusion. The problem is, it would probably kill the prisoner.
Can we
Yeah,
do
that's a
that,
problem.
but somewhere else to draw the attention away?
We don't have an orbital bombardment.
On top of that, the transgressing ship would probably get shot down.
So, I think we could go to where we saw the gunman and park the car. Or we could go by the crossroads and let my dragon buddy out. And he can go and check things out for us.
Dragon Buddy covert operation sounds pretty good.
Skithrix is pretty good at everything.
Seriously, Kira, what the hell was your thing with Pearl? At the moment.
Huh?
Like you posted about that Little squid lady.
I like the little squid lady.
Mhm.
I have needs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Smalls you can hug.
True.
Oh my god, the dog takes a power nap. Well, alright, well, indeed, you can take a little time. You don't think you can get too much closer before someone's gonna be like, But here at the crossroads, you have a decent alibi. On top of that, there's plenty of shade, so you don't have to sit in the sun or under hoping a cloud blows over. Alright, so, dragon time.
Dragon time.
Okay, a couple of questions. How high is the dragon going to fly approximate to the prison? What kind of storage are you doing? Like, are you making a video of it, or are you just taking some pictures from time to time?
I was figuring he'd make a video while he circled around it so we can get some good
Angles.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, you'd get the basic information on
Take selfies.
what the person looked like from the outside. Which
It
is...
comes back, it's just a bunch of selfies. God damn it.
You turned on the wrong camera, you doofus.
It's the front. It's not the front-facing camera, man. You know this. You've been over this.
So
Just get like 10 minutes of its, beak.
Well,
Skithrix, god damn it.
the thing is lives up to the initial impression of concrete block. There are two large circular towers that are barely connected to the main brick. It's sort of cut in half. The one half is the prison yard, the other half is the building proper. Since you were told that there are prisons inside this that are supposedly tough enough to keep this man locked up, they sound heavy, might be on the lower floors. Prisons are probably adjacent to the yard in some capacity. The offices are in the front, near the entrance section, which is a separate little block that's attached to it.
Okay, so I saw this really old movie where people got arrested to get someone out of prison. We
I don't
probably
think so,
shouldn't do
just
that
like-
because these are Nazis.
He probably. Or is it still if like being a robot, she goes to prison?
Does anyone here have any particular military knowledge?
What would that be?
It's just shooter.
Well, I'd probably have some, having been a military scout.
Like, if you have knowledge profession in this particular area, you might notice something about the video.
Wait, no, have what proficiency?
Like, it's like anything that could help with, like, security setups. And guard
Let
placement.
me see.
Well, I mean, I've got 12 in stealth.
No.
Profession is military scout, and I got 5 in it.
Give me a roll. There are not as many guards as you think there should be for a prison. Like, this is very clearly they probably don't use this very often, and this is just like a personal detail or something.
So we're probably not very heavily guarded in there.
Or
There's
maybe-
probably not too many prisoners either.
Yeah,
Or
that's
it's
what you were
heavily
told.
guarded inside.
But weird to keep a garrison inside of a place without having to patrol around it. If it's not that heavily used, then there would be no purpose to having a huge amount of people in there.
Well, we've been told that all 6 hammers breaks out often enough, so it might be a
Yeah,
little...
so this is probably just his detail.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect it to be a large garrison. So if we could find a way to get in, we could probably go for the attack. Get the guy, run to the ship, get the fuck out of here.
What if? Now, hear me out. We break all the prisoners out at once.
There aren't that many prisoners,
There
from what
is
you
a
heard. But
bunch of different prisoners. I get the impression there's one prisoner.
I'd guess there's a few from the number there, but not a lot.
Something that cause all the cells to open at once. It would cause enough chaos for the small amount of guards inside to be disorganized enough to attack them.
Awesome. How do we do that?
We hack the doors.
I don't know if that's realistic or not because I don't know computers.
I'd suggest, we look this place over till maybe 4 hours, see how things move about, and then if we like what's going on, if we find something that we can take advantage of, we'll utilize.
So
An
how many
opening.
openings did we see from the video?
Openings in what sense? Like doors or guard
Doors or just
postings?
like the guard towers? How do those work? Like, is it just like a general tower that's connected?
Okay, so how high did your dragon fly?
I was assuming fairly high up.
Yeah, if it's fairly high up, then you know that there seem to be 2 people in the towers at all times. Which isn't much given the size and weight and heft of them. And like 1 or 2 people circling the wall proper. And that's like most of the detail you can see outside. There's some dudes at the front who seem to
So-
like.
So this is the tower, and this is the tower.
Yes, those are the towers.
All right. So this.
And that square in the
might-
middle is the yard, right?
The middle's the yard, yes.
So this might be an opportune area to go.
Well, that's
about.
kind of my idea. If we could make a distraction on one side that's innocuous enough but draws attention, like something flashy that's an issue, then we could use that moment to get in.
I have a flare gun.
We have a car.
We do.
You also have a Claire.
A Claire gun.
No, don't shoot Claire. That's what the space Nazis tried to do.
But do not.
But if we could cause something
Really
to
attractive space Nazis.
theoretically explode on that side of the building, could try to get in. Because it would distract everybody.
I have an instant grenade.
All right. Crazy idea. What if I, in the car, floor it down the road, screaming bloody murder, pop a grenade in the back seat, so the car explodes, and I jump out.
I was about to say, what happens to you?
I jump out, relatively close to the wreckage. I'll be like, "Oh my god, I lost control. I don't know what happened."
Do we then walk back to the ship?
No, we'll probably be running.
Yeah, but by the end of this, we might be running.
I mean, blowing up your car is it's quite the business expenditure.
We did steal it.
Yeah. Maybe we should not blow up our only means of transportation that we can get to easily.
Wait, you didn't
Huh?
steal this car? This is a car you
Oh
got
no,
from
yeah, I was
your...
thinking the one we exploded. And by we, I mean me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there because when I remember a long time ago, horse-drawn carriage, we burnt the carriage, and as it rode down the roads, the highwaymen came by and they were like, "Oh, what's this?" And we utilized their distraction. But to be fair, yes, this thing probably harder to replace than a carriage.
Okay, what's a horse?
Rissa also asks, what is a horse?
What a story.
Serious question.
It has like 4 legs and like people used to ride on them.
Wait, so it's like if you put Nodo on hands and feet.
Yeah, and then you ride Nodo. Oh wait, damn it! That's what those other people are trying to do.
You've been lured into making a sex joke.
Y'all are just jealous.
Karen the mastermind.
So what we could do though is we could have one of those explosives, and we could make it look like the car explodes.
Pyrotechnics?
Yeah, we just keep driving, and we get into a position where we can't easily see the car.
More likely, yes.
And then you set off the grenade. They all get freaked out from the explosion. We slip in unnoticed. We hopefully don't have to kill anyone.
You hear a little ch-ch. It's like, hey, guys! How's it going? Just checking in.
Hey, wheels.
Yeah! So did you make good use of the drone I gave you? Did it come in useful yet?
So you gave us a drone, but I had a drone.
No, this one in the back of the car.
Did you
I'm a
tell us about
scavenger. I
that?
have a little drone. You know, to scavenge things, to pick off ships. I put it in the back of the car. Didn't even
Did you
notice
tell
it.
us about
We
this?
could use the.
I thought you would notice the large metal drone in the back of the car. I guess
Sorry,
the
we were
tarp I
busy
put it
being-
under doesn't help.
We were busy being shot
We
at,
could use
or
the-
almost having the captain get shot by herself.
You take
We
a look.
could use the drone to drop a grenade.
Also, as you look, you notice that the drone is like under a tarp, and it's like, yeah, that's something you wouldn't immediately notice unless you knew to look for it. Like you can't blame yourself for
Of
not
course.
not like inspecting the car.
Could we have the drone crash into something and explode?
I would prefer my drone doesn't explode. It's a very expensive custom model.
I don't care what you want.
Okay, I care
Grenade.
though. If it's an expensive custom model, we kind of want to keep that around.
I mean, it has a little grenade
can have
launcher
it
that can shoot a
delivered
grenade
and
at
throw
quick
it-
distance.
Why do you need a grenade
Yes!
launcher on a fucking scavenger drone?
Because you never know if someone else is also scavenging and I need to make my escape. It mostly has like flash and smoke grenades. It doesn't have like proper murder things. That's not my
The
style.
flash is pretty much all we need,
Can we attach proper murder things? I like
No.
this idea.
because
Yeah.
that would cause them to be on more alert.
I mean, technically speaking, it has like an industrial welder, but it doesn't have like weapons.
We don't need it to weld things, but the flash grenades, that'll.
Also, the smoke grenades.
Yeah.
Also, I have an incendiary grenade, so we could probably use that to feign an explosion for the car.
I
Put
guess
it
if
on
you want to go
fire, but
If you're good at piloting a drone, because if we had someone who's good at that, wait, I'm good at piloting. We could make it look like it's crashing and cause all the flashes, and then have it fly out.
So what exactly? Why are you trying to crash my drone?
No, we're trying to make it look like it crashed
Yeah, but why?
because we're trying to distract all these guards so we can slip in unnoticed into the prison.
Yeah, but we'll shoot a flare and have that distract them. Why
Why
have to have the
don't
whole
you
drone
just take
thing?
a whole bunch of explosives and just put it under a rock somewhere and blow a rock up or something?
I mean, sure, if you want to be boring.
You don't have to blow up my drone.
I wasn't going to blow up the drone. I was going to make it look like stuff blew up around it.
Sure.
I was gonna blow up your drone.
Yeah, that's
No.
why you're not piloting it.
I'm just gonna stay right in the back and not make ideas.
Why do you all
Just try
insist
to
on
do this
bullying
more.
my drone?
But I guess we could try to blow up a rock as long as we don't look, suspicious while blowing it up.
That's why I say we just use the dang drone to do it. The drone can do it fast, and we won't be, in shooting range of any hillbilly
Well, fine.
guard,
I
to be
guess my
honest.
drone is fast enough that they can make it out of there without a hassle.
Okay, so let's do the distracty.
Fine. I mostly just gave you the drone as a signal
Fine.
booster, but sure.
Why is it only working now? We couldn't hear you last time we were out here.
To be fair, I didn't actually contact you since last time, and I only
and the windstorm might have passed. So
yeah, and I forgot to turn the drone on in the first place. I thought you would
At least
turn
he
it on,
admits
but
it.
I guess I assumed too much that you would pick apart my car. It's not my car though. Sorry.
Just to tell you, we're not the scavengers here.
Fine. Okay. So, what? So, what exactly do you want me to do with this thing with my drone with Skippy? His name is Skippy.
Okay. You named it. That's adorable.
course I did.
I want you to fly it by the southwest side, and,
Mhm.
blow up something to distract them. Throw some flash grenades, throw some smoke out there, get their attention, and then fly it away, and we'll get in.
I think I have an idea. Does any one of you have any engineering?
I've got 3.
Yeah,
I've got 2.
Chemistry or physical science is also good.
Oh, I've got 5 in that. I'm trained.
I've got 11 in physical science.
In that case,
I've-
Sharon, he combs through some basic instructions on how to disassemble some of the flash grenades to create a and some of essentially create like a very pyrotechnical show for the drone to give.
All right.
We're making fireworks. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, with a little bit. Okay, so roll me some physical science here.
All right. Well, bam.
Okay. Well, I'll say that
Yeah,
that's a bluff
roll.
check they can't beat. It'll be a very convincing show.
Yeah.
All right. So the drone is going to crash to the southwest. What are you going to do?
Well, drone's not going to crash. We're going to go in through the northeast wall. We're going to try to slip in over that wall while they're all distracted.
Well,
And
might
then
be
go
an
in
idea.
through the yard entrance.
Good idea. Oh, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, let's.
What time of
wanna-
day do you want to strike?
Hmm.
How about dusk?
Nah. Morning. Wait, what direction is the sunrise on this fucking planet?
Same as ever. We'll just
Okay.
say west to east to west.
Dawn.
The sun will be in their eyes.
The sun will be behind us.
Oh, that's good for running away.
Well, and it'll make it less likely that they'll be looking directly in our direction.
Fair enough.
Sun to our backs.
All right. You have a plan. You're going to execute it.
So we can rest and get all of our stamina points back.
You get all your special boy points
Um,
back as you camp out in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes the car drives by, but then you're like, oh, we're just camping out. And they're like, oh, you people are idiots. Just go to the city.
We're
It's right
camping
over
out in the middle of a desolate wasteland of hell.
there. Near a prison.
We'll do it all the time.
After like the first second car, you're like, let's just move the campsite like closer to the rock faces. They won't even notice us.
I got my spells back.
It's okay. So you're all ready to go? Ready to break
I
someone
got
out of
my
prison?
not dying points back.
Yeah. Here, because I'm like in a lot of pain. Actually, might want to rest.
Yeah. Which we
Unfortunately.
did. We're resting.
Or you mean like real life?
In real life, I'm.
Okay.
Captain Flashbang is always in pain.
So yeah.
Yeah. Especially
Shall we-
today.
Shall we call it then?
Oh, we can start up next time.
Yeah.
Next
Very
time
bad
will be prison break day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, before I go, I'm gonna pass out because I'm just like, I'm dying right now.
Before we stop, time for some experience to be handed out. Where were we at last time?
I don't think I jotted down my experience.
Cue that John Travolta or whoever that guy's picture of me like walking to him and go like, really? No, nobody taking any notes? Nobody thought maybe taking some notes would be a good idea? Oh well, I'll just give you an arbitrary number and say that that's your experience point total. It's 5. There you go. Everyone has 5.
It's 5.
You're several
Five.
thousand under what you should reasonably be for your level. All those levels are just imaginary.
Awesome. I like 5.
I think you
Five
ended
is
up
good.
like at somewhere in the 4,000 range last time.
I think that's something you said.
How about we say that you end up like in the 5,600 range this time? So next time is very likely to get you to the next level.
Yay.
All right. Also for I posted a preview of what they're gonna be debuting, something called showcase cards. They made it together.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
those are some interesting designs for like the card layout.
Yeah.
Oh my
No
goodness,
fr-
Como, that give me your money picture. So much money.
I'm guessing that little girl is actually a Kithkin because that's what they usually look like.
I like the layout. That's a cool card. I don't like how tiny that girl looks.
Actually, quite one.
She's
Yeah,
annoying.
Yeah, I think she's like a
Kithkin.
Yeah, she's like a hobbit. Also, she looks very threatening. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's a Kithkin.
Also, I just noticed 1-drop 1/2 with some kind of effect for 7
Which, of
mana.
course, Claire, makes sense that they're Kithkin with the book design because they're going to Lorwyn.